Number 5, here we have a two-way table of age group by type of sport played with the age ranges as well as the type of sport. Part A, consider the two-way table. What is the probability a randomly selected professional athlete is a football player? Show your work. So we just want the probability of a football player. So that's going to be the total amount of football players divided by the total in the table. And you could dump that into Desmos and get a 0.587. Part 2, what is the probability a randomly selected professional athlete is in the age group of 25 to 30, given they are a football player? Show your work. So this one is probability that they are in this age group, given that they are a football player. So we're looking only in the condition of a football player, and we want the probability that they are between 25 and 30. So this is going to be 1326 out of 2461, which is about 0.539. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope this is valuable to you. If so, drop me a like below. It really helps out the channel. Part B, a mosaic plot was constructed using the information in the two-way table. Use the mosaic plot to answer the following questions. Part 1, the B and H displayed in the mosaic plot each represent a probability calculated in Part A. Which probability does B correspond to? The probability calculated in Part AI or the probability calculated in Part AII? So the width B corresponds to the probability in part AI because the width of a bar in the mosaic plot represents the marginal probability of that category. In other words, football. If you look down here, the horizontal axis goes from 0 to 1, and it's divided up into basketball, football, and baseball. So the width of this bar here, which is B, represents the marginal probability of football, which corresponds to A part I. Part 2, what probability does X displayed in the mosaic plot represent in context? So you don't actually have to explain this one here, but what we are doing is multiplying the probability of football by the relative frequency of the age group. So this is giving the joint probability, the probability that a randomly selected athlete is a football player and in that age group. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this and getting a lot of value for it. If so, would you consider subscribing to the channel? It's free and really helps us out. Moving on to part C. Use the information to answer the following questions. I, are the events baseball and 35 less than or equal to age mutually exclusive events? Explain. Well, no, they're not mutually exclusive events because if you look back at the table, there are actually 61 athletes that are in this age group and play baseball. So I'm going to actually answer this down here. And then part 2 of C, are the events baseball and 35 less than or equal to age independent events? Show your work. So what we need to do is compare the marginal probability with the conditional probability. So I'll squeeze it in right here. And we're going to do the probability that the age is 35 is less than or equal to age. And if we go up to the table, that's going to be 121 out of 4193. Which is 0.029. And then the conditional probability that they're in that age group, given they play baseball, back up to the table, that would be given baseball and they're in that age group. So 61 out of 1216. And that comes out to 0.05. So you can see that those two probabilities are not equal. So that means that baseball and that age group are not independent because those two probabilities are not equal. All right, part D, consider the data of all professional athletes from the two-way table. Determine if it is appropriate to carry out a chi-square test for independence to investigate whether there is an association between age group and sport played using these data. Explain your answer. Well, this one is a little bit tricky because this is actually the population data. It is not a random sample. If we look back up here at the table in the stem of the question, it says the age group and type of sport played for all 4,193 professional athletes in these sports. So this is actually the population data, not a random sample. Therefore, it is not appropriate to do any kind of inference procedure because we didn't do a random sample. We actually have the population data. So your answer would definitely be no, because this is actually the population data and not a random sample. So inference is not appropriate. And that concludes number 5. I'm interested to know how you felt like you did on the free response section. Drop me a comment below and let me know how you feel like you did and what was the most challenging. All right, guys, that's it for this one. But by the way, if you are considering taking AP Calculus next year, check out my channel. I have tons of videos and resources and lessons and reviews and walkthroughs for AP Calc. I think you'll find it very valuable. Take care.